Welcome back to another episode of Big Six Bants. And it is a news update show, obviously, with a little bit of talk, obviously, on a bit more what we spoke about yesterday. We didn't speak too much about Arsenal's game as well, and there's some other games that happened as well that we can obviously gloss over. But guys, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to Paz, subscribe to Fam Zone Dean as well. You guys know what to do. Big up Casey as well in the house. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, guys. Really close to 25k, edging ever so closer. So you guys know what to do. Big up everyone in the chat. Big up Kamal, Kobe, Omo. As everyone pours in, make sure you smash the like button whether you're watching this now or watching this back. You don't know what to do, man. But guys, the Mo Salah news drama, it all continues. I feel like at this point, every single pundit on the planet, players that I didn't even know were pundits, are just everyone's coming out and having their say. It's like the key to getting clicks, ironically, for everyone these days. I mean, we saw a game that wasn't Liverpool and somehow they spent 20 minutes talking about Salah. So I guess I think Sky Sports are having a generational run, and I don't think in a good way, of getting every single person's opinion on this. We've seen the likes of John Terry, which I think is probably the funniest one of them all. Is John Terry's one where he's walking in the snow in the Uggs and that walking in the snow. John Terry's at a win.
He's a weird guy. John Terry's a weird guy, bro.
Bro, the fact that what killed me, I kind of lost what John Terry was saying because he's walking in the snow, like towards the camera, like he's in a documentary thing, like that one's killing me, like. So John Terry's given his part. We know Carragher has given his part. You know what Jamie Carragher said, and what he continues to say. Obviously, Steven Gerrard has spoken on it. Gary Lineker has spoken on it. Clarence Seedorf has spoken on it directly to Slot as well. Clarence Seedorf spoke directly to the manager as well. And so many more names have spoken on this as well. Nicky Butt, Paul Scholes, you name it, and everyone's having their say. More news has come out today that the players are backing the manager. Sounds a bit PR-ish to me, but yeah, it's come out today. The players are backing the manager. And some more news is coming out that apparently Salah doesn't like that Wirtz is becoming the face of their club. But that was from like Indy Kyler. So obviously it's a bit up and down, that one's true or not. But yeah, I think everyone's kind of having their say. I think you can say absolutely everything is being said about this. Big up, Baze says, Mont, on behalf of all your subscribers, thank you for giving us consistent content. We appreciate you, man. Big up the panel also. Big up, Baze, every time. We appreciate you, man. W's in the chat. Paul Merson as well. Paul Merson did come out with the video, I think, yesterday, speaking on the Salah situation. But man, obviously, do you think the Salah thing is being taken a bit too far by the tabloids now? Obviously, it happened a week ago almost. Or do you think it's going to get spoken about more, even if, like, I don't know, Man United versus Wolves are playing, they're going to probably have another 20-minute segment on it?
Listen, go on, Pastor.
Nah, it's a short one anyway, bro. I'll be real, yeah. If it isn't Salah, let's take away Salah. Nothing's happening with Salah. Let's talk about Arsenal. You can't talk about Arsenal all year, bro. You got to talk about something else. And this is I can't remember the last story that was this big that you could really speak about. So I actually think they were desperate for something. So the fact that this is actually a big story, I don't think it's going away anytime soon.
But it's not even, you'd have thought maybe international break. I get it. If it was international break, I'd be like, yeah, it's international break. They need something.
What we can't do is brush this off as a small comment. Montel, this is your star man who just less than 9 months ago, was touted to be, he should be winning the Ballon d'Or, he should be this, he should be that, and rightfully so. I'm not going to sit here and say that these were comments that were out of pocket.
It was at the time, it was valid.
Yeah, of course. So now when he now comes out and it looks like the clubs turn their back on their best player, their highest paid player, he's down in form, Liverpool aren't well. Of course they're going to speak about it and they're going to rinse it, So don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. But what I will say is a lot of people, it's very easy now to say, Salah's this and Salah's that. When same way he came out and said this statement when Liverpool were down is the same way a lot of people are now coming out and saying things about Salah when he's down. Because a lot of people weren't saying some of the things they were saying when he was up here
This
scoring
is the
35
and this is
goals.
the argument. I think that is a
But,
valid point. I think that's a very valid point because I think now that Salah's obviously feeling the way he's feeling, I think there are two things. So there's a section of the fan base that I feel like couldn't wait for something like this to happen.
yeah.
In a way, it kind of has that era about it, which is understandable given the history at times. Understandable, the small section over there. And there's also, I think there's the hierarchy, not Liverpool's hierarchy, but I just think the news, like I think sometimes to assassinate someone's character, if you throw someone a rod to assassinate your character, they're gonna grab it with they're gonna grab the whole arm and they're gonna pull you all the way in and go as long as they can until every drop is gone. Pause. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's an example. I feel like, when Kane was walking on the golf course talking about moving to another team, when he was having the problems with Spurs, he had 4 years left on his contract. 4 years left. 4 years left on his contract while not turning up to training.
The thing is with Salah,
I don't remember this amount of assassination of character to be this.
But Salah is one of them players though. He's had a bunch of like storylines that no one could quite grill him for. Even like there's that Mane versus Salah thing. Then there's the Salah being a type of player that people don't like, and now he's in conversations with players that people like Hazard, Thierry Henry, etc. I feel like people have been waiting for an opportunity to get on this. I've never heard about his Egyptian record before this came out. Now all I hear is about how much of a failure he is with Egypt. I'm hearing
wasn't the story before was he's brought them to the World Cup after 28 years twice. Man. Yeah, that was
he got them to a final. People forget that. Yeah, he didn't win. He lost to what was it, Cameroon? I swear.
No, Senegal.
Lost to Mane.
Senegal, sorry. Yeah, but he got them to the final. Yeah, he got them to the final. Like, bro, Egypt at one point were in the top 20. Were they top 20 in the world?
When he was playing. I don't know if you man know this, but there's a thing with Egypt where I don't know if you man know about South Africa, but South Africa are doing mad they're actually cold when it comes to the AFCON and cold when it comes to I don't know if you see what the man are doing in the qualifiers and that, but South Africa have a good league where they kind of use their own talent, and that's what Egypt were doing, and that's why Egypt were, they've won the most AFCONs in Egypt. I think they've won the most. Yeah. Egypt's league was closed, so the talent coming out of Egypt, that's why it's kind of only Salah and Marmoush, and maybe
that's when bare people died.
Like a lot of things were going on and whatever. So not so much players, but I think a lot of things. Yeah, the league was closed in that. So
never heard of Gerrard's record of
yeah. So like obviously that's why it's like with Egypt, like their kind of 11 isn't as strong as like what like South Africa's 11 was, or like it's not as good as what it is. But obviously, like if we're talking on like Jamie Carragher's comments, because personally, I'm not gonna lie, even as a Liverpool fan, I think Jamie Carragher was quite accurate in some of the things he said about Salah. Not the bad things so much, but he said some true, honest statements. But I feel like bringing up AFCON and Chelsea, I just think that was below the belt.
Yeah, he's a prick for that, bro. You got to be honest, man. See, Jamie, he feel like he was being racist, bro. I ain't gonna lie to no one. When he said them things, bro, he sounded nasty, bro. When he talk about what he's doing now.
I don't want to say. I don't want to use the R card. We're not going to. I don't want to say so much racist.
No, that's what it felt like to me.
It's a strong allegation there, man.
I don't care what it sounds like, bro. That's what it felt like. I'm just telling you how I felt, bro. I felt like it was racist. I ain't gonna lie. Like, why is he always going against Salah, bro? Always. I
don't know, because he loves Mane. The guy loves Mane and doesn't like Salah. I don't know where
it felt nasty, bro. And the thing is, I like Carragher. I can't even lie. I like Carragher, but how he goes against Salah all the time, bro. Salah does one thing wrong, he's there. It's always him first to be.
I feel
screaming.
Like if you're honest, if you're honest with yourself, even as a Liverpool fan base, and we can, Paz you can chime in on this as well, bro. Salah's personality and the way he goes about things isn't as likable as a Mane, just as a player. Like, and that's probably why people gravitate to Mane, because Mane seems a bit less selfless. Even though he's still got the talent, he's not as talented maybe as a Mo Salah, some would say.
He's more
But
talented, bro. More talented.
I think he's more talented. I think he's
He is,
more
bro.
talented. But some would say because of the numbers Salah's puts up and blah blah blah, there's an argument to be had, which is fair enough. But that's probably why people are now going so hard pause on Salah. Because
And I think yeah, but that's why Mane is not where Salah is, because sometimes
of that ruthlessness, it's the Ronaldo thing as well.
Yeah, in sport,
like Ronaldo had that.
have to have,
you don't like him.
You have to
really
be
like
ruthless.
him,
Like
but...
if man don't like if man don't like me. First of all, what's funny that I don't actually remember when this sort of Salah's a prick thing even began. Like, because
it was the Mane.
Yeah,
Salah
year one.
season
Yeah, so after 3 years of Salah being, because remember, for about 3 years, Salah was the golden boy. Like, there was no beef. Salah was mad quiet. He never spoke to the press. Like, he didn't do interviews. He just scored bare goals for Liverpool.
Yeah, but no one. Okay, like I feel like with most liked players, yeah, I could describe the group of people that like this player. With Salah, I feel like at some point over the last 4 or 5 years where he's been good, like, you can probably say most groups of people have a reason to dislike him for some reason or another. Like,
but what was the reason people had to dislike him? Because he didn't pass the money. Because when he didn't,
that's the reason I didn't like him. That's the reason I didn't like him.
Yeah, but that's okay. So he didn't pass to Mane that day, and that was a scandalous opportunity. But he should have passed to Mane. But how?
No, and the manager took off Mane. Remember, the manager took off Mane.
That's Klopp, not Salah. So here's my point with that. Dean, you can talk on this probably as much as me, because you watched every Liverpool game, especially that season when we walked the league. Yeah, when we walked the league that year, and even the year after that. Do you know how many games Mane missed 100 sitters and didn't pass to Salah?
I know, bro.
Yeah, but people like
it was disrespectful.
At that time, Salah wasn't. Oh, this guy's bare annoying. He didn't have that. He has that stigma now. He's had that stigma for the last 4 or 5 years. He didn't have that stigma.
Yeah, but people love Mane. Even, bro, Mane used to come and give us help, and I still like Mane, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about that though. I'm talking about this. This is what I mean. Like, Salah, I'm not saying Salah was as likable as Mane, but Salah wasn't disliked by the masses at that time. He wasn't disliked by.
I think it's when Montel. I think it got like that when you saw, was when on the pitch, you look on the pitch, right? And you're not seeing Salah working, and it's been highlighted probably the last 2 seasons mostly.
But I'm going back further than that though, Case. But I'm going back further than
you are.
I'm trying to strip back.
A lot of people weren't. I think it's when
up on it back then. My thing is that if there's a time where that stigma maybe should have happened, is when he has the argument with Klopp on the sideline against West Ham.
Yeah, when he got benched
2 years ago. Yeah, that when you look at that, you go, right, there's something going on here that we don't usually see. But before that, Mane would miss 100 sitters, and no one says nothing.
Even what
Salah doesn't pass to Mane, and the world has something to say. Now, Mane is more likable, I think, because he plays maybe more of a smile on his face. He's more, he copies Bobby Firmino's celebrations, where Salah kind of celebrates in a way where he goes, I am him. When he does a celebration, it's like, I'm the guy. Kind of in the similar way when Bellingham celebrates, he goes like this. Look at me now. I'm the guy. Like I am him.
Kind of thing.
So, yeah. So for me, and it's funny because, like, if anyone to me says that because Salah didn't pass to Mane that day, why is he just like, that's the most ridiculous thing in my opinion. Because Mane is just as guilty, if not more guilty, and Mane doesn't even register assists. Yes, he works harder, but he's guilty of the same things of Salah. But I think he's the more likable character in general. Not to say Salah is disliked, but Mane is the more likable character. He just seems more relatable, maybe. He's more relatable.
Have you come at the expense of someone that people love? Like, you even mentioned the argument with Klopp, then you mentioned the moment with Mane. You're talking about 2 basically cult heroes at Liverpool, and you have had disrepute with these 2 people. And he's also, along that time, had loads of, like, culture splitting moments where you've basically split the internet and people are arguing about something you've done.
Go on. But
no. Let me quickly say something. I understand what you said.
But he's been here 9 years and he's had 2 moments, by the way.
No, it's not Mons. It's not just 2 moments. You got to remember, yeah. See the Mane thing. Mane misses chances. I hear it. No problem. When Salah didn't pass the Mane, it felt so disrespectful, bro. That's one thing. No, bro. You saw it, bro. It was bait.
A player. I know what you're talking about. So wait. I think
disrespectful, bro.
This is. I can't even use the word online. A brother who is selfish in his game didn't pass the ball. A man are using that as a defamation of character.
No, it's not just that. Mons,
do you know how many men
Let me finish. Yeah, right. When you done that, it looked but
we got Wolfie for the raid, by the way. Shout out Wolfie for the raid.
You got remember, bruv. It looked disrespectful. Yeah, I remember, Mane got taken off straight away. Yeah, that's one thing. The second thing I'd say,
took him off. The manager
I know, but it felt like
Salah apologized to him the next day. He said, "Bro, like I generally,
what you don't understand, Mons, it wasn't him that. It's that the manager took him off. It felt like the manager, because them two couldn't play now, because that was madness. What happened there? He took off Mane, and I thought, why didn't he take off Salah? So I was fuming because the manager took off Mane. But it's not even just that. Second of all, rival fans have gone against Salah for the mere fact that people are putting Salah against what's his name?
Hazard.
Oh, Hazard. Like now they feel like because Liverpool fans, we back Salah all the way. We say, yeah, Salah's more efficient, where. But rival fans will tell you all day Hazard's better than Salah. So you know what rival fans are like? It's either if Hazard's good, Salah's crap.
The same old boring conversation. Yeah,
you get me? So
also represents what people hate in ball. Like he does, like he does. Like, he represents.
He's a stat padder.
Man, ball, bro. Like he does. Like, let's have that right as well. Like
I'll be honest, man. I think I'm sorry. Yeah. Like by the way, like I don't rate what Salah's done for my own reasons, obviously, and I'll explain it in a second. I think I've already explained it the other day. There's a reason why I don't like why Salah's come out and spoken in it. But if we're talking and just stripping back the amount of like hate this guy's getting, I think some of the reasons are valid. I said some of the stuff Jamie Carragher said was facts. No, that's just facts.
Standard, bro. Hard truth.
But stuff like the Mane and Salah. By the way, Mane is the one who bugged out. By the way, because I guarantee you, if Salah bugged out at Mane, how dare you bug out at such a nice guy?
No matter what happened, people would have been on Mane's side.
Yeah.
No matter what happened, people would have been on Mane's side.
And I was on Mane's side. I didn't care.
That's my point. Like, so that's why I think the not passing to Mane thing that one's ridiculous to me. If you're talking about when he said, "When I speak, there will be fire," I hear it. I can't argue with that.
No, that was a minor. I think that was a minor, bro. Because he didn't say nothing.
You can't say to Jurgen, "If I speak, there's going to be fire," and doing.
But he didn't say nothing, bro. He didn't say nothing. It's not like now.
Relax himself. Then Salah's got to relax himself in that one. That's a mad thing. But to not pass the ball to your teammate, I agree with Paz. Mane would have won in any situation. Yeah. Even if Mane didn't pass him and Salah started his arms around.
Mane was my favorite player. I didn't care. Mane's my favorite player. I didn't care what Salah did.
For throwing your arms around. No matter what happened, I would have been on Mane's side.
This is my point. This is my point.
No,
that's
Salah's not likable. Salah's not likable.
I think whatever
this is it. But at that point, Salah didn't have a bad stigma to his name. At that moment, it wasn't until
a Mane didn't shake Klopp's hand, I wouldn't care.
How about what it is, Montel? Whatever these men are saying, this is exactly why no matter what, Salah will have people saying these types of things about him.
Yeah, no matter
it doesn't even matter.
Montel,
he could score unless he does alien numbers like a Messi and a Ronaldo, which he's just shy of, by the way. He's not completely away
for the Premier League. The numbers are alien.
He's still getting alien numbers, but unless he's undeniable with those, man, I think this criticism will come. The reason why people say this and people just brush it with Ronaldo and Messi is because they're just so elite. Like the numbers are just so clear.
They've broken the scale
to the point where it doesn't even matter what you say. Selfish, this, pens that. It don't matter because it's just so elite. I think Salah's just on the brink of it's good, it's elite, it's at a level, but you're still open to criticism because it doesn't look pretty.
I think that's the same with everyone. I think everyone's open to that little bit of criticism because they're not Messi or Ronaldo. Do you know what I'm saying? Because no one will ever be Messi.
You know, if you get too close to Messi Ronaldo, but if you get too close to Messi Ronaldo, people will hate you, bro.
Yeah. They'll be like, who do you think you are?
We're all gonna hate you. I promise you, we're all gonna hate you.
That's not even. This is why I don't like why he come out and said what he said in it, because I feel like, bro, and it's sad to say, you're not that hard to dislike, especially now. You're not that hard to dislike. This is what's fun. So for me, you coming out and speaking, even though there's actually things in what he said that I believe in, and I think you should stand by as a superstar. You should stand by, like, boom. If you think someone wants you at the club and you think that no one's communicated nothing with you, and after you've done everything you've done for the club, and you could, a man could at least get some form of communication, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but you just don't go to the media.
Yeah, you just don't go to get your PR team to go and spout little something to the media, so it don't come from you, to definitely your own character, and also to draw the attention away from a manager that is currently failing. You know what I'm saying? Because the manager was walking himself off the plank.
Yeah, but Salah's an idiot. He shouldn't have said nothing, but he didn't know.
You've gone behind him. He's walking himself off the plank, and you've gone behind him to push him almost. And then everyone's, what are we doing? Everyone's like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah. And now the plank's creaking. The plank's over creaking, like it's two men on the plank and it's over creaking now. No, they're both.
And this is my problem. So my thing is that with what Salah said, I think there's like if you listen to what Gerrard said about the Salah thing, I think that was way more balanced than what Carragher said about the Gerrard.
Carragher was just straight bias, bro. We know
this. Don't like.
You don't like him.
Carragher does not like him.
It was very easy. Now it's very easy to say everything you want. It's safe. Right now, it's safe to say that. It's safe to come out and say,
now it's to say all of these things.
That he's not performing, what he's done for you. It's very safe now. It's a safe space to crash it on.
But if you listen to the way Henry spoke about it, if you listen to the way Gerrard spoke about it, it was more.
These are men, Montel. These are men that have been in those situations.
They're superstars.
Gerrard's been there where he's not.
Carragher's never been in this situation.
Bro, Gerrard
said when he got sent off in 1 minute against Man United, he said his statement went out. He said he wrote the statement 30 seconds off. He said he wrote the statement in 30 seconds. His head was gone. He said his head was gone, bro.
These men have been there where they're superstars and they're not quite performing, or the manager's not giving them their ratings and they're just getting dropped and things like that.
I don't know if you remember, Gerrard didn't start that game against Man U and he was fucking.
He came on as a sub. He's fuming.
Steven Gerrard in head's thinking, I'm Steven Gerrard and you've not started me against Man United and Liverpool are losing. And you bring me off. And then I remember he stepped on Matter and then he got sent off in remember the game?
Yes. I'd have done the same. I'd have done the same thing.
He got sent off in 10 seconds.
The first time you saw the ball, that's when he got sent off.
This is
why Gerrard said. This is why Gerrard said that. Boom, cool. You'd say maybe apart from CR7, it's probably one of the most extreme versions of it. But bro, we've seen this happen before. John Terry and them man have got managers fired. You get it? For Chelsea and that. Alan Shearer with him and Ruud Gullit. Gerrard, when he lost his absolute mind. Rooney's handed in 2 transfer requests because he weren't playing football twice. Corey won't tell you about that one, Casey. Corey won't speak about that. Do you know what I'm saying about when Rooney was rubbed and put in 2 transfer requests? Do you know what I'm saying? Man have to understand that obviously superstars, I don't believe in every player should get the same treatment. I don't believe every player is undroppable. I don't believe every player is undroppable though. Salah can get dropped. Van Dijk can get dropped. Any man can get dropped, bro. I don't care who you are.
I think Salah had a reason to crash out a bit though, because he was getting unfair treatment. He was getting.
Bro, he said someone doesn't want you.
Say he don't deserve to play. Yeah, I think that's the maddest thing I've heard this year. You know, and I tell you why I think it's mad. Yeah, is the context of how much other men are playing is important to this as well. So, for example, you're talking about the number 1 crusher in the team. That's not the first guy you send home. You send all the other guys packing first. Gakpo goes packing. Konate goes packing. All these men are playing. McAllister goes packing. Gravenberch goes packing. Why is Salah the first man to get sent packing? He's your number one crusher, bro. So him saying I've earned my position is fair, bro. He has earned it over them, man. Gareth.
Well, because I think this is where he had to be better with his words. If he goes, but I think it would have been if he said I've earned my position compared to other players.
That's why people will be even more on him.
Even more, because
he's making it. Because he's making
0 minutes against Leeds. 0 minutes against Leeds.
Yeah,
no communication. Not being told nothing.
So this is it. This is what it is for Salah now. Yeah. He's at an age, Montel, where people are going to have to make a decision. Harsh or not, they're going to have to make a decision on, is he the future? And not the future. I mean, are we continuing with this, or are we starting something
I agree
new?
with this. Yeah, I agree with this, though. I think Salah being the guy to be benched first.
Yeah, bro, Montel, we've done this with Oba. We've done this with Oba.
Send the message.
Who's the message to?
But we watched the documentary. But Oba's spoken about it via troops. He's spoken about it.
Yeah, and that's because Oba's closer to the social media and that side of things. Than
but I'm just saying that, like, Salah, like, we know, like, Salah's actually like a proper professional. Even I'm not saying Oba's not a proper professional, but we know factually that the manager didn't like the way Oba was going in. He didn't like it.
Yeah, but that's but you lot, Liverpool have notoriously been known to keep things in house.
Yeah,
now, it's very rare for drama and scandals to be around Liverpool. Very rare. People don't come out. People don't really. Salah, you lot don't really do the manager outing. You man don't really.
But one thing is, I'm saying is that Salah's professionalism is one thing that no one even. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the guy's ripped.
So no one questioned until now.
Yeah, until now. But I'm not talking about like Oba's thing was like a. I don't want to say it was a party boy thing, innit? I don't want to say it was a party boy thing.
But he was. Oba had that personality where.
Yeah, he's a people's champion, innit? He's a people's champion.
Like, he's not as serious about his, you know what I'm saying, about what he likes
the enjoyment. And by the way, that's everyone's different, isn't it? Everyone's different.
He's an idiot pondo, and that's how he likes it. We were an idiot pond, and he was the big fish putting up in the stupid whips while we're fair. So,
but I'm saying, but that's a different type to what Salah was and Salah was. But
no. I'm just saying. I'm not comparing the players and whatever. I'm just saying, in terms of the manager having to make a decision on our top player, most important player at the time, big player, and we didn't like it. The fan base was split. A lot of people were like, Arteta, how's he getting rid of Oba? This guy, like, look how many goals he scores. He did how the hell can you get rid of him? This manager's stupid.
So what about Jack Grealish?
What it looked like. Arsenal fans didn't know what it was supposed to look like, and now we know what it looks like. Now everyone's like, you know what, fair enough, I had to go. Like, we didn't know what had to go.
But Salah, by the way, Salah needed to. We're not. By the way, Salah needed to be benched. Let's just get that straight. Like, Salah needed to be benched.
I just think a lot of people are struggling to come to grips with that.
I don't think he needed to be benched.
I think most Liverpool fan base said that Salah needed.
He had to be benched, man. He weren't doing nothing. When he wasn't doing nothing, he's got to put numbers up. Then last season he had bare games like that, but he scored. Nah, he's not even scoring.
I agree that he stinks. I agree that he was stinking, but I also think
he's still the second top scorer.
Where you've gone with this squad has killed him. I think where the squad has gone, I think you've killed him. I think the manager's killed him, man. He ain't even tried to evolve his game or nothing.
Dean, this is where I'm on you for this. History is rewriting itself. Mane slapping Klopp's hand after being benched versus United in 2021. Salah carry job that season. He spoke many times during those days. Salah saved us that season. Salah is no sheep, even with the Xmas thing.
Yeah, but bruv, I'm a fan, innit? I'm a fan. End of the day, bruv. What am I gonna lie?
Mane was fuming that day. Slap the manager's hand.
Yeah. I'll do the same.
But no one talks about it.
You took me off when you should have took him off. Yeah, it's a slap. Slap. You don't even get slapped to the face. It's that. Take it.
This is, and I said that. I said it doesn't. Montel, he could have done anything. Bar push the manager or do something crazy like that. I think there's not much Mane can do that the fan base won't have his side of Salah.
Remember, he kicked off Ederson's face, rude boy. and no one said it was on purpose. If Salah kicked off Ederson's face, I'm telling you, man, I'm saying it's on purpose.
But how about this? But Casey, I think you did say something that was very key, Casey. You said something that was mad key. I think it was that no matter what he's done, this has just solidified it. And now everyone feels comfortable bringing out all the bad things that have happened in abundance now. Because realistically,
it's easy.
How about this? I'm just trying to be balanced here. Flip the lens the other way. Man, them in Liverpool's Premier League tenure, 34 years or however many years it's been, yeah? How many players, big names, how many superstars have stayed at Liverpool and adored Liverpool and carried on trying to keep Liverpool where they are rather than stepping onto a Real Madrid and Man City? I'm not saying Man City are bigger club than Liverpool because they're not, but do you know what I mean? In the recent time, to go from Liverpool to Man City was a step up. Let's act like when Sterling went to Liverpool to Man City, that was a big up. Yeah, when Torres went from Liverpool to Chelsea, it was a step up. You know what I'm saying? Anything Barcelona, Real Madrid, step up. That's the obvious one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So my thing is that Liverpool haven't signed. Yes, bro. I can give you the Alonso, Arbeloa, Mascherano, Luis Suarez, Raheem Sterling, Philip Coutinho. I can go on. I can go on and on and on and on. Now, even Gerrard didn't went to Chelsea. That didn't happen. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
it never happened. It doesn't matter if it was about to happen. It didn't happen.
Yeah, Dean.
It
I know
didn't
you
happen.
pulled up to the crib as well. I know you was one of them.
I was there. I was definitely there. I was there. The bird pool got put out, and I was there. It's as simple as that, bro.
Yeah, like,
Gerrard's gonna leave.
My point is that, but I'm going somewhere with this one. You know,
One second, let me get the charger.
I'm going somewhere with this, innit? Liverpool haven't really been a club. Not saying we've never signed superstars, but our brand, Paz, I think you can agree, we don't sign superstars. Bears, innit? And when I say superstars, I'm talking about, when Man United went and got Pogba when they were in Europa League.
I know exactly what you mean. I think Arsenal were the same.
Yeah.
But I think that's why our fan bases traditionally don't hate each other. Until maybe a bit recent.
I hear it, and I hear it because obviously, like, it's very much culture even though the culture is different, there's culture in the club, whatever. But Chelsea, City, Man United have been known to sign superstars, even when they've not been out there. I just remember them man getting Pedro for Bants. I couldn't fathom. I couldn't understand.
I know.
It did
for no reason.
Ozil, bro. I'm still thinking about the Ozil thing now.
Yeah, like when Newman signed Ozil, I remember on deadline day going raw.
No, like, same. I thought, what? What's happening there?
I was fact checking, bro. I was fact checking.
Fuming.
I swear down.
But if you look at Liverpool, outside of Thiago Alcantara, who just come off of being man of the match in the Champions League final,
I was fuming with that.
And then Liverpool winning the league and signing him, Thiago Alcantara for me is the only superstar that Liverpool have signed.
Yeah.
I might have missed one on the other.
Everyone else, you pretty much made like the Sturridge, the Suarez, Raheem Sterling, Coutinho,
Mane, Salah, Firmino.
Coutinho allowed you to do all the bullshit.
Bro, Coutinho had braces and had a nappy head, bro. And had
Coutinho did have a statue at your gaff for what he started at your gaff, bro. I'm telling you.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And even people are gonna say, I think Torres was quite close to it because Torres, the way the heat around Torres and his name when we signed him, you can kind of maybe, but Torres is not on the level of Thiago.
He was a young boy. He was a young boy.
He was still young. I think Aquilani, you could probably maybe throw in there because he had a lot of hype with Aquilani. But if you're looking at Wirtz, I think is there, but still a young player. Wirtz, you can argue Wirtz.
That's German national team, like.
Yeah, I think Wirtz and Thiago are the ones where you go, superstar.
Isak
more of a price.
What? Of course, Isak is, bro.
Honestly, I think Isak's more of a price tag thing. I don't know if he's on. Isak isn't on the
talking about Mbappe, bro. These are the names I heard him with, bro. Like Isak is a man.
Isak is a superstar, bro. What we doing?
Come on, Isak. I don't think he's on the superstar level of Pogba when he moved to United, or Thiago when he moved, or Fabregas when he come back to Chelsea. I just don't. I don't think it's on that level of.
I hear you, but Isak was the best striker available in the world, bro.
Yeah,
Probably the most sought after.
But superstar.
I hear you. PR-wise, I agree.
Yeah, I think superstar. I think Wirtz and Thiago. I think Thiago's still at the very top of that list.
The Thiago one was crazy.
That's crazy. Same with Ozil. With Arsenal. I think that's even Alexis Sanchez.
Sanchez and Ozil are big.
Yeah, that's insane. Do you see what I'm saying? So the rest of the name,
insane, not necessarily Sanchez because he was getting rubbed up sometimes.
I think even with Van Dijk, not a superstar, Mane, Firmino, Alisson, Fabinho, all of these guys, like you could even say, as I said, Sterling. I'm not gonna go around. I won't go around with the names again. You know what I'm saying? But generally speaking, now hold on. I'm gonna pay attention. Give me a second. I'm just gonna finish this point and spend when Casey comes back, and I'm gonna pop the super chat. Don't worry about that, bro. But what I'm saying is, Liverpool don't really sign superstars historically in the Premier League era, and guess what? We tend not to hold on to them either. Sorry, Liverpool fans. Sorry, this is uncomfortable truths.
You are great.
We tend not to hold on to them either.
You are historically a great stepping stone, though.
Even the ones that have come through the academy. Sorry.
Oh, you still going on about him?
Madrid. Did you forget just this summer? McManaman, Michael Owen, Sterling didn't come through our academy, but boy, oh boy, did we give him the platform.
Came as a baby.
Coutinho came here as a baby. He came here as a 19-year-old.
He played one game for that academy, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Torres was mashing workers as you. Do you know what I'm saying? Came here as a young boy. Look what we done for Torres. Do you know what I'm saying? Suarez propelled to the next. Do you get what I'm saying? Xabi Alonso. Need I remember like what we do?
Like Liverpool fans kind of rub Owen out, you know, like what Owen did,
but we're not gonna. We don't. I'm trying to speak about Owen. I'm trying to speak about Owen. But yeah, no, I'm trying to speak about Owen. I'm trying to speak about Owen. Yeah.
Hey, Owen. That's your man.
How about this? Hear me out.
He's a bad one.
This, bro. Hear me out when I say this. This last bit, bro.
I've got to go, bro. Yeah, I've got to go.
Yeah, but give me
go on.
Because you need to hear this. You need to hear this. Out of all the man that just fuck off on the first opportunity, who stayed?
All right.
No.
Bro, I'm rating Salah.
But Jordan, do you know what I'm saying? Salah is one of the only ones outside of Van Dijk as well. Yes, Van Dijk and Alisson. Salah is one of the three that actually stayed, bro. He's actually expressed his love for the club and said, "Yeah, cool, we got paid a dumb amount of money." But who doesn't get a dumb amount of money when you sign on and don't move on to a Real Madrid or a Barcelona or a Man City or a Chelsea? Obviously, maybe not so much Chelsea now, but you get what I'm saying? How do you get it? It doesn't matter whether you think he's this or he's that. Man stayed at the club, and man is giving his future to the club on more than one occasion and express his love for the club. But no one's going to look. I'm just saying, no one's going to look at it from that lens.
Can I give you an alternative way to look at Salah? And here's my issue with what you're saying. You can say that for Stevie G. You can say that for Suarez. These are people that have the option to leave. Okay, maybe you didn't say it for Suarez. But let's stick with Stevie G as the example. This is a man that had the opportunity to leave in his prime, where there was
Stevie G. Let's not. Stevie G's head was turned, and he said it. And
But we're talking about a man that.
Cussing Steven Gerrard, bro.
I'm not cussing Gerrard. I'm telling you the truth, and you don't like.
I don't want to hear the truth. I don't want to hear the truth.
No one's lining up for Salah at 33, bro. It's Saudi.
No, Paz. What about when he was 27 then? Sorry, when he was 28.
I don't remember all the clubs that was lined up for Salah.
They wanted him. They wanted him, brother.
When Salah when he was on the beach and he signed the contract. Do you know how happy I was that day?
Tell me if you can remember. Tell me who that was. He was in for him.
It's not about who was in for him, bro. Salah could have gone anywhere he wanted at that point. He got anywhere he wanted. I
don't think so. I don't think so, man.
You don't think so?
I don't think Salah would have gone somewhere. I don't think Salah would have gone somewhere and got Liverpool love or Liverpool priority.
It's not about Liverpool love. I'm saying when Salah signed his first contract, not the one in 2022, I think it was 2022. It was
It
2022.
was 2022, and he could have gone
I think it was
anywhere.
2022. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not talking about this contract. I'm talking about the last one, brother. He could have gone anywhere he wanted, bro.
Anywhere. He
Could
was
have
the
gone
man
anywhere
of the
he
moment.
wanted. Let's not rewrite history. He could have gone anywhere he wanted. Man, they were fuming when he signed. We couldn't believe the fan base when he signed. We could even
We thought he was going.
He's staying. Someone staying. Wait, we got a superstar that's staying at the club. That was alien.
I'm gonna go back and look at that one when I got some.
Wait, it was Klopp though. Because
I'm gonna go
Klopp
back
was
and look
there,
at
bro.
I'm gonna go
All
back and
I'm
look.
saying is, I'm big up. All I'm saying is, it was alien for Salah to sign that first contract. It was, it was alien for him to sign that contract for us, bro. Alien, because as I said, Mane left. All these guys left.
But then I'll say though,
left,
Montel,
bro.
with Salah, with that contract and him signing it, then one, I agree with what Paz says. I don't know if he would have got the love like that, but I also
That's
think
not the argument I'm making, bro. I'm not
I know.
I'm saying
one sec, this
It's
adds
not about the
to
love you're
this
gonna get. You're not gonna
adds
get
to
no love from Real Madrid. Gareth Bale didn't get love from Real Madrid.
not
no,
love,
but
not priority.
What do you mean?
Are you Gara going there to be one of the top boys? Like, are you going there as a big?
Don't be silly,
No,
man.
but it's really that though.
In Salah's prime, you're being silly.
But is Salah, Montel, was Salah going to be the face of Real Madrid or like the
No, it's not about being the no. If you're not Ronaldo, you're not going to be the face of
Let's not say face. Is he going there?
Face
is he going there? And is he going to get the same
No.
number?
If Gareth Bale was not the face of Real Madrid,
no, but Montel,
then
you
no
know what
one
I mean,
could be the face of Real Madrid.
Montel, you know what I mean? Like, cool. Cruz ain't the face of Real Madrid, but he's there. Like, he's there. But this is what I mean, though, Montel. Like, cool, they're not the face, but these men are just as important.
I didn't say, but I'm not saying players don't go to these bigger, like to these mega institutions to be the face of the club when Ronaldo and these guys exist. They go there to win every trophy.
Is that your position to lose? That's where he was going. Was that your position to lose where you went? That's what I want to know.
Yes, brother. Yes, bro. You man, go and look back. Go and look back at 20.
It wasn't Barcelona.
The point is,
it wasn't PSG.
The point is with Mo Salah is that he could have gone to a Bayern Munich, a PSG, and any one of these teams are the best in their country. And I'm not saying he would have been the face of the club or the best in. Probably PSG would have been one of the face of PSG because they.
Was it said? What I want to know is, was there offers on the table, and did he say no?
It's not about whether there were offers on the table. An offer on the table means like you've been offered a contract, bro. Like
I'm saying no. I'm not even going that.
It would have been a free because his contract was running out. It would have been a free.
Okay, so what I'm saying was there someone that said, hey, Mr. Mo Salah, we have this deal for you at the end if you don't sign this deal with these man. We got this. And Mo said, no, I don't want to come to you. I want to stay.
Obviously, nothing's in solid. No, because if I say yes, it's going to be like, it's more my opinion, or whether you say no, it's going to be more opinion.
That's my own thing.
But my point is that Salah could have gone almost anywhere he wanted when so many superstars for Liverpool have done that historically. But no one's going to speak about that. Because as Casey said correctly earlier before he left, is that it's easier to stay to say all the negative things now with the negative connotations that are around his name. When really he's actually one of the few, like Alisson, like Van Dijk, who have actually stayed the long run. And that is something that never gets spoken about. When it's actually, unfortunately for Liverpool fans, we have to admit it, it's not natural for these superstars to stay at our club. It's not natural for these to stay at our club. And you man should know that because, as I said, as we said, we're similar in what we do as a club. We're very similar. We don't sign bare superstars. We make bare superstars, but we tend to not really keep them, and we don't really sign them.
At least you sell them for decent money, though. We let them man go on freeze and that.
No, yeah, cool. Maybe we sell them for decent money, but you man to buy them a little bit older than we do as well. Let's not you buy them a little bit older than we do as well. You know what I'm saying? So okay. I might have touched the nerve.
We always had the little man. We always had the young.
I might have touched the nerve. Shout out Mr. Link with the super. He goes, if he's getting GA, it's calm. I've seen every right back get torched this season, and I can only look at the overloads teams are able to create. I understand that, but we won the league with that last season, so pick your poison. Mr. Link. Shout, but this season it's a problem. Shout HMT again with the super, with the $6 super. He goes, Mane not passing versus Everton is more of a crime than Salah not passing while he was 3-0 up versus Burnley. Shit history rewriting and nitpicking on Salah.
Facts. I'm still gonna do it though. Do you know the ones there?
No, I hate and I rate that though.
Like you're right, but I'm still gonna I'm not gonna change my ways because I like my man. Quick question though, yeah. Last for because you're obviously you're a Liverpool fan. Do you feel like because your right side is still in hell and Trent's gone and you can't quite get that defensive situation at right back done? Do you now feel like you can now look at Trent and think maybe you wasn't that needy of a defender and maybe we just left you in hell? Like, do you ever feel that way or not?
Say that again. Go again.
For example, the right side of your defense is still in hell and Trent's gone in it. Do you ever feel now that you look at Trent and think maybe it wasn't you? Maybe we just put you in hell scenarios.
As in, Trent got put in mad scenarios.
For example, you don't used to blame Trent for being bad defensively on your.
Not me. I'm a Trent stan in it. I'm a Trent apologist. So
but
most not so much now, but at the time when he was getting torched,
But most man would, So, do you feel now that it's like maybe it wasn't quite Trent? Maybe it was actually we just left them in hell.
I just think that I always said Trent's not a bad defender. I think he's not a great defender either. I just think he it's his job to be higher than everyone else, and he has that Ozil thing where he never looks like he's trying to do anything. It's like did you see the conversation we had yesterday about Turkey? He'll never look like he's trying to work. Never ever will he look like he's trying to work hard. But I think that Liverpool's right-hand side, because Trent's version of defending wasn't just defending, it was actually passing through the lines when we were under pressure. No one else can do that, really. So I think we definitely still needed to. You definitely needed to. The right side is an issue in it. Because says, although once you can say we got the best out of those players, look at the players we sold and how they did overall at their new clubs. I guess Mane flopped at Bayern. Firmino was aging injury prone.
I swear I forgot he went Bayern. In my head, you went straight to Saudi. I actually forgot he went Bayern. It's actually dark.
That's he went straight to Saudi in my head now. But Torres flopped. But look at Suarez. Suarez
might be the biggest flop I've seen from like a big transfer ever.
Coutinho was a bad one though. Coutinho's one was bad.
I think people say
his loan spell was very good with Bayern Munich. His 2 years at Bayern were good. His 2 years at Bayern were good.
Coutinho flop that Barcelona team going there, everyone was going to be in hell, bro. That's a tough Barcelona team to go to.
Yeah. Suarez, I think, was probably the only one who maybe excelled, I think, off the top of my head.
Suarez went to another level.
Sterling went on for really good things, I'd say. 100%. Xabi Alonso went on to have a really good career.
Did he get better?
Not better, but he went on to have he didn't flop or anything.
He didn't flop.
Mascherano. Arbeloa was the first choice right back at Real Madrid.
Mascherano had a great time.
Yeah, Mascherano had a good one.
Liverpool, like as much as what he was at Barcelona.
But Coutinho's first 18 months was good at Barca. Cap, not 18 months, stretching it.
I don't think he was quite a flop. I just think compare it to the money at the time, like.
Almost says Melissa already said she spoke to PSG executives about Salah signing for them. They said it would be pointless to try. He only wants Liverpool. That was his latest contract extension. They were linked to Salah to PSG beforehand as well. They didn't have a right winger back then as well. But I think PSG were the only ones who could really afford his wage demands back then as well. They were the only ones willing to do the mad thing. The absolute mad.
No one in the Prem could afford him.
Say that again.
The options PSG or Liverpool. I'm not sure how. You know what? He stayed. You know what? Let me not even shit on that. He stayed in it. My man stayed, bro.
Yeah. I remember there was Salah. Salah was linked away, man. Even Virgil was linked away at one point. It was mad.
Yeah, but, Virgil, I can hear more. Virgil, I hear.
They
were both like, bro. That man could have gone anywhere they wanted. I think.
But the deal was a myth, though. Like getting that deal done. that was. I don't think that's people weren't even like now. I think that deal would be more realistic because I think people are more comfortable with the P's that are being thrown around.
Yeah, McManaman as well. If you're gonna go back further, McManaman was obviously won the Champions League. But yeah, no, that's all it is. I said yes, but I think, as I said, Casey, what that is that I think, as I said, Salah's just easier to dislike, but he hasn't helped himself. I think that's if you want to put it in short face, he ain't helped himself. And he's bought the manager time. He's bought the manager time. That I think a lot of the players and a lot of the fans were starting to come to the reality that, is this slot guy really good enough?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And now anything that Liverpool do positive is going to be inflated more than what we do that's negative. Have you guys heard anyone speak about Isak by the media?
Nope.
Nah.
Have you man heard anything about the 3-3 draw? The fact that we went ahead 2-0 up against Leeds and then went 3-2 up and still didn't win. You man heard anything about that?
All I've heard is 3-4 unbeaten.
do you know how mad it is? Hold on, last thing. Do you know how mad it is to draw to Sunderland at home, beat West Ham away, honestly, a crap West Ham team, draw to Leeds, and then beat Milan at the San Siro, and then like it be lauded as like, oh, you're unbeaten in 4 for this Liverpool team. It's nasty, you know. You know it's nasty, isn't it?
This is whoever the powers that be that are behind this one.
And by the way, it wasn't like we didn't lose to PSV and Nottingham for 7 goals conceded in 2 games just before that.
The people behind this machine, you're doing your thing still.
The PR machine, Dave, it's nasty. And this is why my personal reason why I said Salah's an idiot for this is because he's just turned everyone's head away from it all. No one talks about East. No one's talking about slot tactics. No one's talking about Gakpo being shit. No one's talking about VVD slapping the ball no more. No one's talking about Leeds. No one's talking about any of this stuff. You know, he won 4 games in 15.
He ain't dropped no Dutch players either, by the way. Not one Dutch player has been dropped. Man, I haven't heard that one yet.
Allow me, man. I didn't want to hear about it, man.
I'm slowly feeding that one in there. Don't worry, I'm slowly.
Allow me on that. Is it 4? It's 4.
Yeah,
it's nasty. It's nasty.
Wait, Montel, you've won a quarter.
Casey, it's 4 and 15.
That's
God. My heart hurt.
Like it's such a small number to 15. I thought
it was 5 and 15. The end of the game was is it 4 and 15? Because we beat Aston Villa, Real Madrid. No, we beat Frankfurt, no? In there.
3 and 14 is dark. Like that's what you.
Yeah, so you beat Frankfurt, Villa,
Madrid.
How the hell did you beat Villa?
Madrid,
Inter,
and West Ham. 5, no?
West Ham.
Apparently Frankfurt's before the 15 games. That more than 15.
Van Dijk and Konate have made more.
So Frankfurt was a lifetime ago, though. It was.
Frankfurt seems like it was a minute.
Yeah, it was a lifetime ago.
A minute. Do you know what it is, Casey? My wins don't really come that often, so man feels like that game.
All of them still.
Yeah. So but as I said, this is why I said Salah's stupid for this, because now people aren't talking about 4 and 15. They're talking about undefeated in fucking 4. When we had Sunderland and Leeds and West Ham.
Undefeated in 4 is crazy.
So this is an easy period. This is the
undefeated in 4.
We done the maths. We done the maths. Nottingham Forest, Leeds, Sunderland, West Ham. You get 12 out of 12. Even if you get 10 out of 12, even if you get 9 out of 12, you're in the title race.
Yeah, stop. You're not that. What are you 10 points off?
10 points off, yeah. We've got 5 points in our last 12 games. In those 4, we've got 5 out of a possible 12.
You see the last 4 games, this was everyone's chance to catch, to get closer to Arsenal because we're in.
Some took it though. City and Villa have done well to Chelsea.
City and Villa the only ones.
Yeah, City and Villa the only ones that locked in.
Even City were like, when I say stumbling over the line, but the win's the win, innit? Like
they crawled. They crawled.
City stumbled still. They're
at the motive though.
But Casey, you know, sometimes that's all it takes to go right, man. Then we're here now, innit? So you can look left and right. Like if Liverpool beat Nottingham Forest, beat West Ham, which we did, beat Sunderland, beat Leeds, You kind of looking left and right and go, we've just lost 6 and 7. We've just lost 6 and 7, and we're 3 points off Arsenal.
But you're unbeaten in 4.
We're
So
here.
like going the right way.
What'd you just say?
I'm beating in 4, so you're going the right way. Like you're going.
This is why we're ending in a second. But just quickly, obviously, Chelsea and Arsenal. This was like a thing, and I want to give you your floor for this one because I feel like Chelsea had a lot to say about you guys after the draw. A lot to say about you guys.
So respectfully, I'm gonna keep it very short and sweet. Paz, you can take it after me because I'm gonna keep this very short.
My point as well, just the fact they haven't won since that draw.
Since that win against Arsenal. So basically, right. So basically, right. All I had to say is what I said previously about Chelsea. They are where they are because they deserve to be where they are. Until they're not that good, they're not that great. They can turn up for the big games, but we've always
that's what Kev said to you, right? He said there's not much in the level.
Yeah, he says there's not much in it, but the difference, I said to him, the difference between me and you is consistency. I can go and beat the teams I'm meant to beat and then turn up against the big teams. I don't have, and that's what the Liverpools can do. That's what the Cities can do, and that's why we are the best teams in the country. Do you understand? There's no coincidence that we are the best teams in the country because we have some sort of consistency. Yes, City and Liverpool this season are showing a bit less consistency than they usually show, but
over the last 4 or 5 years, over the last.
Montel, only now are you starting to celebrate the haven't lost in 4 kind of thing. But
not me. Yeah,
I know.
Not me.
Your fan base is mentioning it. Before that would have been blasphemy. If you say, for example, Montel,
we celebrate winning runs, not unbeaten runs.
Yeah, imagine this.
If it's unbeaten, it has to be like the 40s and the 50s.
Yeah. Like if you won 8, drawn 2, then I would hear the 10 unbeaten type beat because there's only 2 draws. I meant
20s and 30s, not 40s and 50s.
Yeah, but if it's like half and half, we've won 5, drawn 5. Liverpool fans are looking at that like that's a bit stinky. That's a bit stinky. I would rather have won 7, lost 3 or something. You know what I mean? Like something like that. Like
that's mathematically better as well.
Yeah, like do you understand? So it's things like that now. That's the level Liverpool are at, but they're low right now. Liverpool aren't really the Liverpool of old as of now. But my point still stands. They have no consistency. They can, like they do, turn up against a Liverpool, a Barcelona, or an Arsenal when the lights are on. And you remember when Tony did it?
Well, Casey, you're right. Remember, it's not hard to beat Liverpool, but we still beat Real Madrid. I think people forget that we actually beat Real Madrid. Chelsea beat Barcelona, and that was their whole we're back. When we're shit and we beat Real Madrid, like
we ain't been, bro. Prem have been punching up the La Liga for a minute now. Like no one's been losing. To the Liga. Like Prem been punching up everyone.
Like Casey, look at this. Would you believe this? We beat an Inter Milan, Real Madrid, and Atletico Madrid.
Yeah,
we punched them out too.
This Liverpool has been.
That's what I'm saying. But now, what the difference is now what's different with this season is now you're losing to the. There's no. I said there's no. We're what Chelsea kind of have shown to be, where you can beat the big boys at times.
Beat the big boys, and then now you're just losing to anyone. We've actually beaten some of the 4 best teams in the world.
Yeah, and then you lose you're losing to scrubs and drawing to scrubs, and it's like it just takes away from the big wins. That's why I can't pick up Chelsea because they will turn up against the City on a day or a United. They will do that and get a result. But then when it's tough Burnley, you're stinking it out, barely getting across the line. Sunderland, you're dropping points. Leeds, you're dropping points. Like Bournemouth,
Chelsea have gone above and beyond. They've lost to Leeds and Sunderland.
That's just dead.
Sunderland was Sunderland at the bridge?
No, I swear Leeds was away.
Leeds is away.
Was Sunderland's game against Chelsea at the bridge?
Sunderland was at the bridge.
I'm sure that was at the bridge.
Sunderland was at the bridge then. Leeds was away.
Now at the bridge. Yeah.
For the reality, what the bridge that Chelsea might need to face is that you're just not what you think you are. And here's the issue. Yeah, is every game they've come up with a new excuse. It was tossing 1 week. It was missing Caicedo. We're missing Cole Palmer. It's all of these different excuses. Maybe put all of them excuses together and realize you're just meaty. Like, if it's something new every week, maybe you're just not quite at the level you think you are. Because before that, the Arsenal game, I did this on purpose. On every stream I was on, I was asking Chelsea fans, let's do a combined 11. Every single team, Chelsea got 6, 7, 8 man. There's
I remember. I was hearing Esteban over Saka.
Esteban was better than Yamal. All these guys were demons. All of a sudden now it's Maresca didn't do this. Maresca didn't do that. I
actually think he's done a decent job with the players. He's actually.
You know what I've heard today, Monto? You know what I've heard today? Man are telling me Cucurella is tired.
Huh?
Man are telling me they lost because Cucurella is tired. I swear I've heard that multiple times today. Cucurella is tired. And then man are telling me Enzo is tired. And then I heard a man say that he needs to rotate more. Then we went through the numbers and he rotates the most. Like this, and when you see when you get like this, maybe you can relate to this as well. I remember doing this. I remember sifting through all of the things that's going wrong for Arsenal, trying to find this one thing that we can change. No, bro. Sometimes you're just needy, bro. Sometimes you're just not good enough, and you got gassed at 1 or 2 results. You put together a few results against some bummy sides, where you had all your players available, and it went well. And now the reality is hitting because we're hitting the middle of the season. This is when the real
last season, but I think they're worse. I think they've gone backwards. Last season they were better.
Yeah, bro. I put this way.
Before December, they were second with a chance to go first in December.
And now look, bro. Like, since this, I smell blood. We're on Arsenal's tail.
Wasn't the gap? How close did the gap go? Was it 6 points?
I think it was 5 points. 5 points.
5 or 6.
So if they beat us, they would have been 3 points.
So they were in Villa's position from last week.
They were in Villa's position. But I even just find
and they haven't won. They lost to Leeds and then drew to Bournemouth. And then
I'm also going to stretch this to Man City though, because remember before Chelsea, it was Man City. Man City smoked blood before Chelsea. Then they went to hell. Then it was Chelsea smoked blood. Now it's back to Man City smell blood. And the reality is, people are smelling blood because we're in hell. That we are actually bleeding. But when we stop bleeding, I really do hope that Man City keep the same thing up, bro. I really do. Because I don't want to be revisiting this conversation, but just talking about Man City, bro. Because everyone also has this thing about Man City. I had this conversation today. Man are telling me Man City always go in the second half run. That's not around no more. Those players are not here anymore. And people are like, we did it last year. That generational run went from, remember, they used to go on 12-game winning runs. Their run last year that they're banging on about is 7 wins and 3 draws. That's not a generational run, brother. That's a calm run. That's actually for a top team. That's a calm run. That's a good run. It's
supposed to be Chelsea's period as well, because you look at Leeds and Bournemouth and you go, boy, that was probably the time where they go and close the gap.
This was it, bro. This was the blood.
They're even in a bit of trouble. They're even in a bit of trouble in the Champions League now. They must win if they want to finish top 8, anyways.
They're 13th. They're 13th in the Champions League. They're dying for it, bro. They need something. The Atlanta game was the one.
And I just think it was quite ironic that after the 10 men thing with you guys, how much of a high, because remember they just beaten Barcelona, innit? They just beaten Barcelona. They put in a valiant performance versus Arsenal, and then it just came crumbling down.
They used all their key Montel.
All their go-go
when your key's low. You know what happens when key's low, fam.
Man was low on chakra and that. Like, man was low. He's trying to bust it.
Trying to do Rashengans and this and that, and just
it's not targets.
Remember the midfield they just played. Remember the midfield they just played, by the way, against Atlanta. That's demon midfield. Reece James. Remember what man was saying about him?
Unbelievable. Should be him and Rice for England.
Him and Rice for England was the one I heard.
Come on, bro.
I heard that.
Man was telling me.
Caicedo was there. Caicedo was back. Caicedo was back.
Reece James and Enzo. That's the best midfield in the world, brother. And let's not. I'm making sure people are not forgetting what was said, bro. It's so important. It's so important things to.
I made sure that, man. You get it. As I said, I remember pretty much what man was saying, and it's crazy to me. But it is what it is. Go on.
That's the same team that drew to Arsenal, but maybe a bit better. Apart from Malo Gusto, same man.
Listen,
guys, bro.
we'll let Chelsea do what they're doing, man. Leave them. We've got our own business to sort out. So I don't even want to chat too tough about Chelsea because for us it's the next game. We need to win. We need to win.
Yeah, the gap is now a lot closer than what it was ever supposed
Yeah,
to be.
like it's
compared to where
not
you were.
pretty for us anymore. So although Chelsea have their shortcomings, we have ours that we need to sort. 2 points out of a possible 9 in our last 3 away games is far from good enough. Because that's what we prided ourselves on. You know, we prided ourselves last season on going to teams, going away, making it tough, getting results. That was Arsenal's bag. Last 3 games have not been pretty. You know, so we need to get back to winning.
Only takes 2 or 3 games to derail your opponent. I'll say that.
Yeah,
for sure.
so we need to get back to winning ways.
Luckily though, Illiman, man like Illiman's not going to be there for that when you play Everton. Man like Illiman not going to be there.
Mandai is going to AFCON, bro, and long.
Yeah, so you man have caught life on that one. You caught life on that one because he's a problem.
Hopefully, Grealish comes up. You take that guy as well, bro.
Fair enough, in man like Illiman. You know, you lot, big up everyone in the chat. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, subscribe to Paz the Career, subscribe to FamZone TV as well. All in the title in the description below. Make sure people that you're here tomorrow for the Premier League preview show. The Premier League is back. It has swung around quickly as ever, as it does. You know what I'm saying? So guess I've got to watch another Liverpool game, guys. Oh God, you know what I'm saying? How did we get here? You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we get another Brighton at home. Hopefully you win, man. I need a dub. I need a dub, man.
You're done, buddy.
I can't remember the last time I had back-to-back dubs. Feeling like Man United, fam. I remember the last time I had back-to-back dubs in it. So this wouldn't even be a back-to-back dub. We drew against Leeds. So we have to start it next time and then get the next one next week. But guys, big up everyone. Big up Omo, everyone who sent their super chats in as well. Appreciate you guys. HMT, Mr. Link, and HMT as well. Big up you guys every time. We'll see you guys in the next one. Big up. We'll see you soon, guys.